Well, howdy, nearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this. It is 6:49 a.m. It is Monday, the 4th of December, coming up on Christmas. Yes, indeed, which is why I have the Halloween pumpkin up there. Starting like this at the end of November, I put the pumpkin up there to celebrate next Halloween, I guess. I also have a little guy here in my pocket. Well, it wasn't my pocket, he was on my lap. I don't know why I said pocket, my apologies. This is my little male rescue. Now, like I said, his name on the little label was Kent, but I don't think his name was Kent. And really, it doesn't matter. They don't know for names. Somebody in the comments said that I should name the little guy Charlie and name the little female Boogle. So, I don't know. It might. I mean, he just, I don't know if he looks like a Kent. Is he a Charlie? I don't know. He is a sweetheart, though. He's actually very, very mellow, considering. I mean, he's almost as mellow as some of my homegrowns. Although he's jumpy. Oh my gosh, he jumps all the time. So he must have been around a lot of noises or something, because every time there's any sound at all, even while holding him, just the sound like this of my fingers, and I can feel him jumping. So hopefully he's going to relax. That would be good. You know, I still have to show off all my little hamatrons. Every day I want to show off a different hamster. It's a good thing. I love my little hamatrons. They're good little critters. They're soft and warm and fuzzy and alive, and it's just so cool. I still have to train little Bobo Jr. down, my little dust mop. He's getting like so much bedding caught in his fur that it's just, I tried picking some of it out, and even a soft toothbrush for doing it would not do the job. I just got to trim him down because he's a big bedding attracting dust mop. And while it's cute, you know, it can't be all that clean for him and difficult to keep clean because he's just a wad of fur. Also, my apologies, I used what seems to be an extreme amount of glue to glue in my lower plate of my dentures today. My sincere apologies. I hate pointing out the fact that I wear dentures. I hate the fact that I do wear dentures. I feel like a monster when I'm not wearing these things because I got no teeth then, and it looks horrific and nightmarish. And it's not pleasant. I don't like not wearing my dentures because I've got an underbite. Normally, you know, your upper teeth are like this and your lower jaw goes like this, underneath like that. My jaw started jutting forward. And so my teeth started banging like this. And then my jaw moved forward enough that if I'd had teeth, it would be going like this with my lower teeth out but in front of my jaw. So now, if I'm not wearing my dentures and I try to close my teeth, I can't, nothing meets up. My lower jaw comes up past my gum line on the outside, and all I do is hurt myself if I try to close my jaw. So I feel like a monster. I look like a monster. I hate not, well, I don't look like a monster any more than anyone who just doesn't have teeth and doesn't wear dentures looks like. But for me, I don't like the look at all. So I like keeping my teeth in as much as possible. I hate the fact that I gotta take them out at night, because when I wear my sleep mask, it rests in just such a way that it pushes my lower plate up and back. And that's bad. Normally, you can actually wear your dentures when you're sleeping and you're not going to choke on them. They're big enough that they're not falling back into your mouth. And I've even taken care of geriatric type people who lay flat on their back and their dentures loose and floppy in their mouths, and they don't choke. They're oddly shaped. They're just not going to fall. Blob of cement there. Yum, yum. I hate the way that stuff just comes loose. Yeah. And it's just cornstarch. It's denture adhesive is a cornstarch based stuff. So it's big blobs of cornstarch inside of your denture tray, you know, your plate, and you put it down, and then it's cornstarched to the rest of your flesh. just that wad of cornstarch holding your dentures down. And of course, because it's just cornstarch and it's warm and it's wet, it melts and you get cornstarch coating the inside of your mouth, and it's hard to taste anything. And I find it hard to taste anything in the first place. So adding the cornstarch on top of it, trying to eat anything even without that is like trying to eat just styrofoam. Nothing has any taste. Add this on top of it, and what little tiny bit of taste I get is gone. But if I don't put the adhesive in there, my lower plate just flops all around. And my upper plate is such that if I try to eat anything that's even semi-solid, it moves and slides. So if I don't use semi-adhesives, at least on the bottom plate, I'm going to hurt myself trying to eat. Thumbs up. Now, I didn't mean to bore you or gross you out by talking about my dentures, but I yammer about whatever comes into my head. This is my processing time so that I can function for the rest of the day. Thank you very so much for listening and watching during my processing time as I just talk about this, that, and the other. I'm a talker, have been all my life. If I can't talk, I'm stuck, because I've always talked everything out. If I have any issues, any fears, I talk it out with people. But I don't have anyone to talk to in real life anymore. My family, my mother, my father, and all that, they're like 200 miles away, and my father's in his 80s, my mother's in her 70s. We get along, but we don't have a whole lot in common. So I don't just call them up and talk, because they wouldn't be into that. My local family is not all that interested in a bunch of stuff that I'm into. I see my kids, but I don't see my kids a lot. I have to go up to visit them. They never come down to visit me. So thumbs up on that. So I don't have a lot of people to talk to. My housemates are not big talkers. They spend a lot of time not talking, just watching TV. And there's nothing wrong with that. You don't have to be a talker. I know I'm unusual in the amount of talking that I do, especially as a guy. Well, stereotypically as a guy. I mean, stereotypically, there's this view that women talk more, men are more taciturn, quiet, and all that. But when they've actually done studies, they have found that men talk at least comparably to amount as women do. So it doesn't matter what stereotyping does. In reality, we all talk. Sure, there are some people that talk more. They're on that extreme. Sure, there are some people that barely talk. They're on that extreme. It happens. But I'm one of those that if I can't talk my stuff out, I'm stuck up in here. So thank you so very, very much for listening and watching. It is a very, very good thing. Talking about a very good thing, last night's OSU, or OS gameplay, I've heard it pronounced both ways now. Thumbs up on that, so I'm still not sure how to pronounce it properly. I didn't feel as comfortable about last night's gameplay as I sometimes do. I'm pushing upward into the higher maps and higher difficulties not as fast as I can, because I'm still doing a lot of like the 1-star maps, but I'm doing those just to get into the rhythm. That's like stretching. I'm just stretching before I move into the 2-star maps, and I'm about to start the terror of the 3-star maps, because the 2-star maps I couldn't do it all anymore, and now I can barely pass them, but I can pass them. So I know I'm making progress. I just have not downloaded the Windows 10 Creators Update files again. When I went and had the install files at first, when it downloaded the stuff all on its own and then finally said, hey, we're going to install Windows 10 Creators Update, live with it, restart and we'll begin. It did not function properly. I had to fight with it to get it to process and install. I do not think it installed all properly. The first time I did it, it said it was not working correctly. There were a whole bunch of individual smaller parts that didn't work. I had to fight with it to get it to go and re-update all the files again. That's why I'm not sure if it's done it properly. And I know that there are a lot of issues. 5 times now, it has done a hard reset. Like I have pressed the power button and it's just gone black, and then the BIOS post messages and then re-sign back in. That only started after I got the Creators Update. It never did that before. Ever. If I ever had issues, even during my overheating times, it would blue screen. This just blink resets. Happened after the Creators Update. So I know that that has to be an issue. Ever since the Creators Update, my Filmora, my video editor, renders a lot slower. And it takes a lot longer to render the same files. Not so wonderful. And of course the mouse, when I go to move the mouse, sometimes when playing a game like a zombie shooter, the mouse just stops moving. I'm moving the mouse, but the pointer is staying right there in the one spot. And it's like, what? And then it'll be 5-10 seconds, and then I get the mouse pointer back. While I'm playing Osu, or Os, however you pronounce it properly, I'll be moving along and trying to do the stuff, and then suddenly the mouse stops moving, and then just moves in a direct line to wherever the cursor is supposed to be. So ignoring everything I've just told it to do, it just slides and clicks and moves across at a random angle to get over to where the pointer should be. So great, I need to finish downloading those files so that I can just do a complete rewipe and reinstall, and hopefully it's going to work properly from then on. If it still has these issues after I reinstall, then I have no idea as why it's doing that. I don't know why it's resetting then, and I don't know why the mouse is not working properly, because it's got the cooler and it does great now. My computer does. It used to be like within 6 degrees Celsius of the max temperatures on everything. Now I'm within 50 degrees Celsius of the max temperatures. It is so cool now. It is amazing. So thank you again, Straxion, for having sent me the cooler. That was very, very cool and greatly appreciated. Definitely a thumbs up. I have to go and talk to the bank today. My debit card went and expired. Normally they send me a new debit card. They didn't. So I've got a whole bunch of automatic payments that are supposed to be made with the card that doesn't work anymore. Oh, bloody great. So I got to call up the bank. I got to try and figure out how I'm going to pay my Comcast bill since I use my debit card, but I don't have a debit card now. Oh, goody. And I still got to figure out how to buy checks. As it was, I had to. For health reasons, if nothing else. I walked up to Walmart and I bought myself a pair of shoes, so I can go walking in the rain and not worry about my feet being soaked by the time I'm done. Because that is just plain unhealthy. I'm going to have something horrible happen to my health because of that. So I went and bought new shoes. Stuff that I can't afford. Really, all I can do is afford to pay rent and my storage unit, and then I'm negative. So if I buy anything like shoes, I'm hurting myself. But I can't hurt myself by not buying shoes. So here's hoping. Well, I'm at 13 minutes and change. I have opened up 24 hours worth of comments on my community tab. I went and did that already, so I've got 24 hours worth of comments out. Why have I done that? I'm going to thank 20 to 25 people for having left me comments. There are a lot of people, very few people, only 20 to 25 are going to get a possible shout out. So I'm very sorry. I can't thank everybody. I'd love to, but there are just too many people to thank. If I mispronounce your name, no disrespect is intended. I'm an American English speaker. We're not good at names, but thank you so very much. You know, even if I fail, at least I tried, so thumbs up on that. It is a range of 20 to 25 because even though I count on my fingers American Sign Language while doing this, I still get lost because of my fibro fog. So, son of a gun on that. I'm not reading the comments. Excuse me. I'm not reading the comments now. I'm going to read the comments now. Not read the comments now. Read the comments afterward. Thumbs up every comment. Answer as many as I can. But for right now, I'm just thanking you for having left the comment. So whether it's a good comment, bad comment, indifferent comment, just thank you for having left me a comment. It is a good thing. Greatly appreciated. You get me out of my head into the world, dealing with real people. Thank you so very much. So first off, we have Yummy Yummy Chan. Thank you so very, very much. And then Slow Down. Heck of a name. Thank you very, very much. And Alexander F. Greatly appreciated. Dekachi? I sure hope so. It's like DE space CAUCHY. So thank you very, very much. And Your Last Aid Singer, Son of a Gun, thank you very, very much. And Carrie Minotti, I sure hope I'm close. Thank you very, very much. DT, thank you, greatly appreciated. K with a period, KAY period, Son of a Gun, thank you very, very much. Blazing Magpie, heck of a name. Thank you very, very much. Oni-chan, ONII-chan, thank you, greatly appreciated. I say appreciate a lot because that's a really good word. Castile Winchester, I sure hope so. Thank you very, very much. MJ2 Hogan, thank you, greatly appreciated. And then there is M1NI player, like mini player, except one instead of an I. Thank you very, very much. Jesse Zimmerman, thank you, greatly appreciated. And then we have Silver Boxer, BAWXER, thank you very, very much, greatly appreciated. Ben Korzep, thank you very, very much. And Killing Octopus, heck of a name, thank you very, very much. Michael Stevens, thank you, thumbs up on that. And Ryzen GD, thank you very, very much, greatly appreciated. Fusion Motion, thank you, thumbs up on that. Franz Jan Snoke, I sure hope I'm close, thank you very, very much. And then II Omen, thank you very, very much. Ryan H, thank you very much, greatly appreciated. Hopefully your suggestion will get chosen. The RNG is fickle. Very much so. And then there is Dale. Thank you very, very much. And last but not least, Anthony Ornelas. Thank you also very, very much. As stated, my left arm is killing me. As stated, you get me out of my head, into the world, dealing with real people, and that is a very, very good thing. Thank you so very much. My arm is so sore because that's the side I have to sleep on, my left side. And so for 5 some hours, I just lay on this left side, and I don't move when I sleep. When I lay down, that's the position I stay in. I do not move, and I don't know why. It's not because of the amount of opiates that I take, because I only take 5 milligrams throughout a day. 2.5 at the beginning of the day, 2.5 at the end of the day. That's not a lot of opiates. And even at that, I've got sleep apnea, but I shouldn't stop moving, but I do. The position I go to sleep in is the position I wake up in. I do not move, and it is painful, especially this side that I lay on. So thumbs up on that. Not really, of course. If you could check my links down below, that would be greatly appreciated. I got like Twitter, Facebook, GoFundMe, Patreon.com, Google+. That would be awesome if you could check those out. If you could donate to my GoFundMe campaign or become a Patreon.com patron, that would be incredible. Thank you so much to everybody who has donated to my GoFundMe campaign. There we are. And my thanks to every one of my Patreon.com patrons. You're all beautiful, awesome people. It is appreciated to no end. I tell you that. Thumbs up. Thank you so all very, very much. If you could donate to my GoFundMe campaign or become a Patreon.com patron, that would be awesome. Starting December 20th, the United States government is going to start taking money out of my disability. They're going to leave me about $750 to pay my $1,000 rent. If you could help, that would be very, very appreciated. However, if you do not donate or you cannot donate, I take all good wishes. I deposit them. I've got my arm caught in my chair. I deposit them in the bank of my heart where I draw interest, so thank you very much. And if you could toss me a like, that would be cool. I do appreciate all the positive validation I get from my existence. And if you could subscribe to the channel, that would be very cool, but I would understand if you don't want to. My personality has rubbed people wrong my entire life, so if you do not like my videos, I understand. If you don't want to subscribe to the channel, I understand. But if you are down with it, I'll do my best to keep you entertained from now until the literal end of time. Or at least my time. After all, I turned 55 last month. The average lifespan of an American man is 74 years. That's only 19 more summers until I kick off. On average, who knows? Could be hit by a bus today. You never know. I mean, there's a bus with all of our names on it out there somewhere. Your choice and your challenge is to not get hit by that bus. Falco tried back in the 80s and he failed. He was hit by a bus. He did Rock Me Amadeus. And being a celebrity didn't help. He was still killed by a bus. If a bus has your name on it, not much you can do about it. I got a reaction video coming up. I got a game video coming up. Hopefully, if I don't fall asleep, I got a game video from a game channel. That would be cool. So you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, and that, my friend, is a very good thing. And I've already warned you about buses, so watch out for the bus. Be careful and take care.